Hello everyone, and happy Monday. I hope that you're all having a beautiful day. I'm excited today because we're going to be playing the Disney Lorcana trading card game online. The app is called Pixelborn, so if you haven't already, I dropped a video recently on the channel, and if you want to check it out, it shows you how to download and install it and build or import your own deck. And it's all completely free as well, so I'm excited to play some Lorcana online with y'all. And if you have any questions about how to play the game, please do not hesitate to reach out, and I will try and do my best to answer any and all questions that I can, while also still trying to focus on the gameplay a little bit and make some decent plays. So I'm going to boot up Pixelborn right now, and hello everyone, how are you all doing? We got Stelios Lampakis in the chat, we got Chris Sousa, we got Blue Moon Pokemon, we got Plebisaurus Rex, and we got Susan, we got Mythical Kate and Legendary Sophia. Yo, we got Nate Brown, how are you all doing? Hope that you've all been having a fantastic Labor Day weekend. How has your weekend been going? I played in a Lorcana tournament on Saturday. I came in second, and I won 3 packs, and I actually got bangers from my 3 packs. So I'm pretty happy about that, and I had fun playing in the tournament. And then Sunday I played One Piece. We did a 2v2 a buddy battle. It's a new format for the One Piece trading card game where you play 2 players versus 2 players, and you can like team up and coordinate your turns. It's really cool. So I really enjoyed playing that as well. I also watched all of the One Piece live action series on Netflix, and I recommend it. I really enjoyed it. So if you haven't already, definitely recommend checking it out. And if you're new to One Piece, that's fine. I personally think it's a great introduction to the series. And I'm curious, what do other people, if you watched it, what did you think about it? If I had to give it a score out of 10, personally, I'd probably give it like an 8 or maybe an 8.5, little bias there just because I enjoyed it so much. But I think realistically a fair score would be like an 8. I really enjoyed it though. And I had really low expectations, I'll say as well, just because of the past track record with live action anime adaptations. But compared to the ones that we've got in the past, it was fantastic compared to them. So I'm going to switch things over into the display as well, so y'all can see the Pixelborn screen, and I'm also going to go over my deck that I will be playing. Nate Brown says, I've been wanting to watch it. Yo, I would check it out. Nate Brown also saying hello. My boy Blue. Mythical Kate says, I forgot today was Monday. Yeah, it crept up on me today as well. I've been working on today the Dragon Ball Tournament of Knowledge Showdown. So if you didn't see it, I did drop a community post on the channel. We're going to have Pokeball Mike, PokeSurge, Just Josh and Coco PC, and Old Time Pokemon. All 4 of them are going to be facing off against each other in a Dragon Ball themed trivia tournament of knowledge. Also, Mythical Kate, I did get your package, your winnings packaged up this weekend, so I'm going to try and go tomorrow or Wednesday to the post office to get that shipped out, but I did get all the giveaway winners packaged up, so my goal is to get them shipped out before this Friday. So let's go over. I think we're gonna play the Stitch's New Groove deck, but let me see if I can go over the collection and I can show maybe. I wonder even if I just build the deck here, if I can go over building a deck, and maybe that could be interesting information as well. I like this card, Hades, because it's an extender. And what I mean by extender is you can play it for your 4 resources, and then it lets you grab a character from your discard pile. So if you have more ink, then you can play another card off of that, so it gives you an extra play, which is pretty cool. And if you get a really high-costed card knocked out, like a Cusco or something, that it can even fetch that from your graveyard, from your discard, so you can play that next turn, which is really cool. So I'm definitely gonna start off with 2 of him. And I do like this LeFou. Let's walk it back a little bit though. And I'm gonna start actually, if I was building this deck from scratch, how would I go about it? And that's actually what we're just gonna do right now. So I really like this Lilo card because my objective for the deck is that I want to quest early and often. How you win in Lorcana is you reach 20 lore before your opponent, or you make your opponent run out of cards and then have to draw 1 more card. So I like this Lilo card because you see here these little diamonds. That tells you how much lore you get whenever you quest with the card. So cards that are low costed but quest for a lot of lore are going to be great in this strategy, because I want to try and get as much lore as I possibly can as quickly as I can. We just got home. I'll try and download Lorcana on my computer. Yo, that's awesome, Mythical K. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you have any questions. What cards did you pull out of your packs? Through 2 weeks, I'm 7-1 in league play. Yo, pleb, that is awesome. What deck have you been using? The best pull that I got was a foil Ursula Legendary, which was hype. I also got Lilo, Just in Time, a couple other good cards. A Maleficent, the really good one as well. So some solid cards. But we're gonna grab 4 of this Lilo. This is one of the cards that in my opening hand, I definitely want to see the Lilo. I also like the Stitch. I'm gonna grab 4 of the Stitch, because Stitch is gonna combo with another card later on that we're gonna be going over. So I think also for filters, what's nice about this built-in deck builder is you can filter it by the colors that you want to use. So I am going to use orange and I am going to use green in this deck. Decks can only include 2 colors maximum. So I like those as 1-cost plays. I also like the Duke of Weselton. He's not bad either as an additional 1-coster. I don't need too much of him, but he's decent stats for 1 cost, and that's going to help me trade better if my opponent starts to try and challenge my board a lot. So I think that's good for my 1-cost plays. Let's go into 2-cost plays. Now, I really like Simba. Simba is a great card for protecting your board. So you can play the Lilo, and then you can play the Simba the next turn to protect the Lilo. But I also still want to keep some plays in line with questing for a lot of lore, so I'm going to grab 2 of the LeFou here. And then I also like this Be Our Guest. I'm not going to use this card all the time, but it can help me in a pinch if I've really bricked in my hand and I really need to, search my deck to grab something off the top 4. Then Be Our Guest is a great card for that. And I think that's okay for our... No, wait. No. What am I thinking? We need Flynn Rider. Oh my gosh. I almost didn't put... Flynn Rider is an amazing card. For 2 ink, it quests for 2 lore, and whenever it gets challenged in... the opposing player has to discard a card. So it makes it so your opponent is really not going to want to challenge this card, and so it forces them to use cards like Fire the Cannon or Hans or stuff like that to do damage out of hand or damage from questing to kill this card. So it forces your opponent to kind of make some plays they might not want to make, which is really nice. And now we're good. Now we're good for 2 costs. Now we'll go into 3-cost cards. So 3-cost, I really like this Just in Time, because we're going to have, later on, you're going to see we're going to have a lot of 5-cost cards. So being able to play 5-cost cards on our 3rd turn is going to be really good for an aggro deck, because it's going to help us push the tempo more in our direction. I do like the Jasper. It's a cute card, but it's not in line with what we're trying to do for this particular strategy, but it is a good card. Now, the Cheshire Cat. I go back and forth between the Mickey Mouse and the Cheshire Cat. I like the Mickey Mouse that it has 3 attacks, so if they try to just attack into my board a lot, then it can still do some damage back. But the Cheshire Cat can make my opponent make some really annoying decisions, force them to trade into it with some cards that they wouldn't otherwise. So I think I'm going to go with the Cheshire Cat, but this is one that I go back and forth between the Mickey Mouse and the Cheshire Cat. Llama Bear says, hey, is that an official game from Disney? This isn't an official app, but this is an official game, if that makes sense. So there is an official trading card game, Llama Bear. It's called Lorcana, but this is a fan-made app called Pixelborn. That's sick. Oof, I need more Lilos and Just in Times. I'm playing the yellow-green aggro. It's like 50% optimized. Only 2 Lilo and 2 Hans, 2 Cuscos, so missing a lot of important pieces. I totally get that. I'm actually in the same place. Clubosaurus Rex, I didn't even have the Hans until after this tournament. I traded one of my whole new world cards for 2 Hans. So now I've got 2 Hans in the deck, but I'm trying to optimize. I do have 3 out of 4 of the Stitch. Oh, I just have 1 Stitch Rockstar. I'm trying to get some more Stitch Rockstars. 4 Simbas is solid. I only have 2 Simbas. I did get a Simba out of my pack, so now I'm at 3 Simbas. Oh, no, wait. I had 3 Simbas. Now I'm at 4 Simbas. 4 Flynn's is solid. I think I might be at 4 Flynn's, but I might only be at 3. Yo, Dexcraft Master, how are you doing? I saw a Mortal Kombat live-action movie coming out. It looks interesting, says Nate Brown. Oh, I think they've done a couple Mortal Kombat live-action things in the past, to be honest. And I wasn't a big fan of them, but maybe after the One Piece, more networks will be trying to get into it. So, all right. I think we're good there for our 3 costs. Let's go into 4 costs. You can have a maximum. You can actually have more than 60 cards in your deck. You have to have a minimum of 60 cards, actually. So we already have 2 of the Hades. Wait, do we have 2 of the Hades? I think we cleared the Hades. So I'm going to put 2 of the Hades. I like him as an extender. Rapunzel. Rapunzel is really good. I'm going to grab 4 of the Rapunzel. This is one of the best cards, actually, right now in the game, in my opinion, because it's just so effective at what it's trying to do. It quests for 2 lore at only costing 4 ink, which is great value. It's got great defensive stats, so it's hard for your opponent to remove. And if you've taken damage previously, you can remove damage when you play it and then draw 3 more cards, which is also an extender, which is what, in my opinion, one of the things that green amber can kind of hurt is that you lack the draw power, and so you can kind of burn out a little bit, and it's why I've thought about actually switching to amber steel, which is what I lost to in the tournament, actually. Okay. From here, we're going to grab 4 of the Hans. This is just another great card where for 4 ink, we're getting 3 lore now, so that's just really solid value. I think we'll also take 4 of the Tinkerbell, because Tinkerbell still is getting, you know, 2 lore for 4 ink, but it's also giving me evasive, and evasive is kind of nice against particular threats, so it can help cinch up a game, actually, if you play a Tinkerbell late to give something evasive, so that you can make sure you get that necessary, like, 3 lore. Like if you combo it with like a Hans to give it evasive, so you can get that guaranteed 3 lore next turn. It's pretty solid. And I think we're good at 4 there. I do really like this card, You Have Forgotten Me, but I feel like it's just better just to play character cards for the most part that give you lore. But I do really like that You Have Forgotten Me. I do want to try and build a deck that's kind of like hand destruction. So now we're going to go into 5, and here's where we start to see some of our big hitters. Mad Hatter is great. We're going to add 4 of the Mad Hatter. That's 3 lore right there. 4 of the Cusco, again, for 5 ink. That's another 3 lore. It's got a really annoying ability where if they challenge into it, you can banish their board back, which is really strong. And then I think we're good here. We're at 52. I'm trying to think of what else am I going to want to add. We're going to want the Stitch Rockstar, so we're going to add 4 more of the Stitch Rockstar. And then that's going to take us to 56. I'm going to want the Maximus. And then, okay, I think we've got it. I like this Maximus, so I go back and forth between Maximus or the Beast. I like Beast for Rush, for dealing with my opponent's board, but I think the Maximus is better for the Bodyguard for protecting my own board. I think I want to focus on protecting my own ability to get lore. And then we'll go 6. And now we're going to finish it off with, in my opinion, my favorite card of the deck. Practically the whole reason I'm playing the deck is the Stitch Rockstar. 4 copies of this card. I really love this card. You can shift it out for 4. It's got a great ability, great stats, and it quests for 3 lore. And then we have 2 last spots. I've thought about the Mother Gothel, but I think I'm going to go with the Genie, because the Genie can remove something from my opponent's board, which could be crucial to winning a matchup. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do Stitches, New Groove, and Caps. That's what we'll name the deck. And we'll go back, and we'll hit the play, and we'll hit the PvP ladder. Oh. And we're going to test out the deck, and let's see how it does in our first game. Dax Craftmaster says Tangle is a little OP card. Ooh, what color is Tangle? I like playing a 2 of You Have Forgotten Me. Can force control players into some tough decisions. I agree, Plebisaurus Rex. I had been playing You Have Forgotten Me. I had been playing 2 copies of it, but I want to try a little bit more leaning into the aggro of this build, just in this particular one. So I kind of like this. I feel like maybe I need a little bit more. I'll drop one of the Cheshire Cats. Try and get something Ink 5. Okay, I'll take the Hans. All right, so I want to play the Lilo first, and I want to get the Simba out. I do love me some Flynn Rider. But I'm going to Ink Flynn Rider. I love me some Flynn Rider. But we're going to play Lilo because next turn we're going to play Simba. So if you want to be able to play cards, you see the number in the top left. That tells you how much resources you need to use. And if you see that circle around that top left, that means that you can use that card once per turn, add it to your Inkwell, and then you can, going forward every turn, use it as a resource. So I think here we're going to Ink Be Our Guest. And I'm going to play the Simba. I'm going to play the Simba in the bodyguard state. So it's going to be exhausted there, and then if my opponent tried to attack, it would have to attack the Simba first. Now, my opponent did reveal that they're steel color, so I think they're going to have some type of out-of-hand damage to just remove the Lilo, but we shall see, we shall see. I am worried about my opponent hitting me with a Grab Your Sword, so I'm a little bit worried about going too wide with my board. All right, my opponent's inking a second Giant Fairy Tinkerbell, so that's a little interesting there. Bilal in Cards says, yo, let me know if I can play against you next game. Yo, Bilal in Cards, I am down, Mythical Kate says, is there a learning tutorial like there is with Pokemon TCG Live? Not that I am aware of, but Mythical Kate, I am trying to work on a video where I explain how to play. I want to get the Stitch out, but we don't have a Rockstar in hand yet, so I think I'm actually better off inking the Stitch and going with the Cheshire Cat in this scenario. And then I think I'm going to quest and quest. Let's see, my opponent is playing green and steel. Emerald and steel. When you play this character, chosen character, okay. And then we'll just pass. So next turn, I think I'm going to play Hans. I think I'm going to ink the Tinkerbell, and then I'll play Hans. Or we'll see. Maybe if I can take some damage, then the Rapunzel will be an option. I'm going to wait to try to play the Rapunzel for when my opponent has done some damage on the board. All right. They're inking a Captain Hook. Cheshire Cat. Interesting. So my opponent's just going to play Cheshire Cat. Let's see if they'll actually attack into my Simba. That would be spicy. If they attacked into my Simba, I would really like that. Okay, they're not going to. Oh, and then we draw the Stitch. I should have played the Stitch. Oh, I should have played the Stitch, and then I could have shifted out the Stitch. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. But that does make me a little sad, because I do love the Stitch. I think we're okay here. I'm going to play the Tinkerbell. I'll play the Hans. And then we are going to quest. So we're building up a pretty strong lore lead here. Even if my opponent hit me with Grab Your Sword, it wouldn't take out the Simba, it wouldn't take out the Cheshire Cat, and it wouldn't take out the Hans. So I'm trying to be mindful, because Grab Your Sword is a card that does 2 damage to all. Oh, they just did 3 out of hand, so smash. Okay. And then my opponent's going to ink a Cheshire Cat. Do they have another play? Maybe they're going to fire the cannons with that last ink? Or it looks like not, so I think we're in a pretty strong position right now. So we could... I could Hades and grab the Hans back for next turn. Which is kind of spicy. I might do that. I'm gonna grab the Hans, and the next turn I can just play Hans. I could theoretically ink something, and then next turn I could ink something, and then I could play out the Stitch. But I think we're fine. I think we're fine with this, because this gives me more... Okay, my opponent just conceded. Yeah, we're good. All right, GG. We got a quick dub there to start things off. Yo, Ghastly Grabs, how's it going? Says, hey y'all, how's everyone doing? I never seen the Lorcana game before. Yo, it is a really fun game. I definitely recommend checking it out. What is your favorite Disney movie? Oh, thank you. I can see some videos right on the website, but not a tutorial where you can play and learn at the same time. Yeah, I honestly, I kind of think that they should have, like, if a fan can make this on their own, in my opinion, they should have launched with a digital platform along with the game. That is one thing that I think the One Piece card game did a good job of, is they actually launched with a digital app on your mobile device that you can play a tutorial on your phone when they launched the card game. So I think that was pretty good for them. So we'll do custom, and we'll do Albino Manatee. So if you wanna jump in and you wanna get the next game, Albino Manatee. Dax Grassmaster says always pull cards you didn't need. Isn't that how it works as Dax Grassmaster? It's the classic. It's the classic. It's always when, like, I'll ink this because I don't have this other card, and then boom, I draw that other card. They have a few videos on YouTube right now where they can go over the basic mechanics. Mythical Kate, Legendary Sophia. Good call, Ballalin cards. Are there any people that you recommend? SharePoint Trade. Is this anyone in the Is this anyone here in the chat? SharePoint Trade? Lol, is this you? Alright, I'm gonna go second this game. It looks like, so I don't want the genie. I'll take the Lilo. I think I'm a little greedy here. I'm trying to look for like a turn 3 play or something. Okay. At least I got cards that are inkable. So alright, since we're going second, if you go second, you get to draw a card. If you're going first, you don't get to draw a card on your first turn. Alright, the Queen. They're inking the Queen, so it looks like this is potentially going to be a Ruby Amethyst control deck, I'm guessing? Which is a pretty strong... Yep, I believe so. Archimedes to start off. This is one of the best decks in the meta right now. Alright, what are we going to start off with? I think I'll ink this Tinkerbell. And I'm going to start off with a Lilo. And next turn I'll be able to play the Simba. I think I'm going to try and double Simba. Next turn I can play a Simba and a Stitch. Okay. Okay, we got some pathways here. Slapping that like, fam. Have an amazing stream. My booty off to bed. Yo, Dave, thanks for jumping in and joining. Thanks for smashing that like, and I hope that you have a great night's sleep. Appreciate you, my guy. I'm watching the short video now, and we'll come back and be active in the stream when I know how to play. Yo, that's awesome, Mythical Cape. Glad you are interested in learning, and hope that you enjoy. Shield of Virtue. Ready chosen character that can quest for the rest of the turn. Alright. So from here, I'm going to ink a Be Our Guest. I'm going to play a Simba. I'm going to play the Simba out here to protect my Lilo from the Archimedes. And then we'll pass. So right now my opponent's got 5 cards. I've got... Oh, they're inking a Maleficent. That's such a scary card. It's 9 ink, but it is a monster. Ooh, cheeky Aladdin. When you play this character, each opponent loses 1 lore. Ah, very, very, very sneaky there. Aladdin. Stealing my lore. And the Archimedes trading into the Simba there. Okay. So, I'm a little torn. I want to play... I think think I inked the Stitch here, even though I know I'm gonna draw the Rockstar again. I already know. Oh man, do I play the Rapunzel or the Cusco though for 3? I think I played the Just in Time. Do we play the... I think we gotta play the Cusco. It's too good. It's too good not to play. And then we quest and we quest. Oh man. I was definitely debating about it because I do like the Rapunzel there. Would have healed the Simba. I would have drawn 2 cards. Would have given me some more options. So maybe I should have played the Rapunzel in that particular scenario, because then I still would have had a Simba. Would have had a Rapunzel, and then I would have had 2 more cards in hand. So maybe I should have played the Rapunzel in that particular scenario because I would have gotten more effect out of her, more value out of her effect. But who knows? Maybe I can end up playing the Rapunzel to heal up the Cusco in the future. We'll see what we draw on this next turn, because that could impact things. I think a Simba and a Lilo is a good option next turn. Let's see what my opponent's going to do. They've got 3 ink right now. And they're going to make that 4. They've got 3 cards in hand. Oh, that's a little tough, though. It looks like no card to play on that turn. So I'm going to quest. Now, as much as I was talking about the Simba and the Lilo here, I think I actually now, getting the Hans changes things. I ink the Simba, and I play a Hans. And that's going to build a pretty, that's a pretty tough lore lead. But let's see how my opponent's going to respond here. 20th like, what's up, Albino? Yo, Pokedon, how you doing, Brandon? Yo, Irish Pokey Hat, how you doing? Keep dreaming, Dax, LOL, hello, all hope all is well. This game any good? It's great, Irish Pokey Hat. I really enjoy playing it. I'm having a lot of fun. Yo, Albino! Hope you're enjoying your day off. Yo, Jedi Master Squirtle, appreciate that. Did you have a day off as well? Or have you been enjoying it? I definitely have been enjoying my day today. I will say it's been a working day for me. I've actually, banish chosen characters, banishing my Hans. Wow. Okay. That hurt. That hurt. But I think this is gonna hurt as well. We're gonna ink. Oh, I don't want to ink the Rapunzel, but we gotta ink the Rapunzel. We gotta ink the Rapunzel because I gotta play the Cusco. Maybe I should have just played the Rapunzel, and next turn I could have drawn something out. But I think a double Cusco here is pretty strong. And now we've got 5 inks, so we can almost guaranteed play whatever we want next turn. And I think this is just going to be too much of a lure lead. Going good, bro. How are you, man? I'm doing fantastic. What are the ways of winning, says Daxgrass Master? In order to win, you have to reach 20 lore. Ooh. So Cusco's ability is whenever this character is challenged and banished, you may banish the challenging character. So I'm going to select that, and I get to banish the Maui, even though he just destroyed my Cusco, which is a really powerful ability. Oh, and then they're inking a Maui. Let's see if they've got another card that they can play this turn. No. All right, so now we're going to play a Tinkerbell. We'll give the Lilo evasive. Doesn't really matter. We're going to play another Lilo, and then we'll pass. And I think that's going to be GG, because there's, to my knowledge, there's no way that my opponent can remove all of these cards. I think there is some type of Dark Hole type ability. Oh! No! I walked! Oh my god! That's the Dark Hole type ability! No! Oh my gosh! Oh no! Well played! That was a movie! Boom! Oh man, that I think we still got this, but wow, that was that. There is one Dark Hole type ability. It's called Be Prepared, and it's that card. I was not prepared. Oh, that's what lore are. Thanks, kind sir. Says Dax Grass Master. No worries. Good question. Thanks for asking. Yeah. So different cards have the ability. It's almost like attack. Like so, in this game, you can challenge, which is like attacking. You can challenge other cards, but only if they're exhausted. And you can quest for lore. And the diamonds on the bottom right of the card tells you how much lore when you quest. So I'm gonna quest, and now I reach 21 lore, so I get the victory for that game. GG. I should have mulliganed more cards. Haha, says Bilal cards. Good game for sure. I got off to a hot start there. I will say one of the things that I like about this game is the mulligan rules. When you mulligan, so for one piece in comparison, you have to choose to either keep your entire hand or get rid of your entire hand. I really like that in this game, you get to draw 7 cards, and you can mulligan any number of cards that you want, and then you put them at the bottom of your deck, and then you draw that many number of cards, and then you shuffle. And why I like that is it greatly decreases the chance of you drawing the same cards. Because sometimes in the One Piece game, you might mulligan your hand, and then you shuffle it back, and then you draw pretty much the same exact hand again. So the mulligan rules sometimes in the One Piece card game can feel a little tough. I like that in this game they're a little bit more flexible. Albino Manatee. I'll play another game if anyone wants to play another game. Alright, so I'm going to go first this time. Last time we went second. When I'm mulligan, so let's talk about what cards do we look for when we mulligan. For me in particular, I want a lot of cards that I can ink. I want to make sure that, okay, I've got a turn 1 play, Duke Weselton. I've got a turn 2 play, Simba. I don't have a turn 3 play, but I do have a turn 4 play. So I want to try and think about that. What cards don't I need then? Cusco, Genie, and I do like Just in Time, but I can get rid of Just in Time because right now I want a better turn 1 play, like a Lilo, or turn 3 play, or more inkable cards. So I'm getting rid of everything that I can't ink. We got a Lilo, that's great. We got a Cusco, which isn't bad. I still like the Cusco. And then we got a Maximus, which is just a card that we can, in this instance, I think I'm just going to ink it. But look at that. We got rid of 3 cards, and we at least got 1 card there that we could ink that we didn't have before, and we got a better opening play. Now I can play the Lilo, and I could potentially ink the Duke Weselton instead of playing it in the future, because it is a 1-costed card that we can also ink, which is one of the reasons why I liked including it in the deck. Just watched all the videos. Not sure my brain can handle another TCG game, but I'm going to give it a shot, yo. I respect it, Mythical K. I feel you on that sometimes. I feel you on that myself. I was hesitant to get into the game, and then I played the starter deck tournament at Pokeballers, and I was like, wow, this is actually, like, really simple. Like, really, really simple. And I enjoyed that, so I kept playing it. It took me a little bit to figure out how to download and play the trading card game online, but then once I got that working, I've been having fun. I've been finding myself, if I do have the free time to play a trading card game online, I've actually been gravitating towards, I've been choosing this over the One Piece card game, actually, which is surprising me. I do want to play the One Piece card game online again this week, though, because I do have a tournament on Wednesday that I want to prep for. Alright, so I think here, what do we want to do? I think I ink the Duke of Weselton, and I play the Flynn Rider. And then we quest. We're going to build up our lore advantage and say, come at me and stop me. Now, I will say I'm a little bit worried that my health pool is a little bit low. But I don't think we have to worry about, like, AoE damage. All right, the Rafiki. So the Rafiki has Rush, solid there. The Rafiki's going to challenge my board, and that's actually a pretty good way of dealing with my board there, the Rafiki. Ooh, we're in a little bit crappy spot because I think I've got to ink in this scenario. I've got to ink the Hans. Play the Haiti. And grab the Simba. And that's something that I can ink next turn, and then I can start playing the Cuscos. So we're going to grab some lore here, which is at least going to give us a strong lead. And then hopefully we can finish things off by playing the Cuscos back-to-back. So our game plan is ink the Simba, Cusco, Cusco, next turns. Mythical Kate says, are you in Lorcanito, the unofficial tabletop simulator, or is there an official one? I am in Pixelborn. So I'm in Pixelborn. I think I've got a link in the description to download Pixelborn and a video on the channel that explains. It's a 3-minute video, pretty short, that explains how to download, install, and play the app that I'm using. Alright, so let's see. What is Bilal going to hit us with? Oh, Bilal is choosing a trigger action. Interesting. Oh, Bilal is attacking into my Flynn Rider. And so now because Bilal is attacking my Flynn Rider, he must discard a card from his hand, which is one of the reasons why I really like the Flynn Rider. So let's see, what... Oh, we don't get to see what got discarded. But hey, at least we're clearing out that card there, so we're trading the Rafiki for the Flynn Rider. And now my opponent's going to play the Elsa. What does Elsa do? Elsa freeze. Exert chosen opposing character. Oh, wow. That's pretty interesting. So you can... Looks like you can use an ink to exert one of my opposing characters. Interesting. Wow. So that helps you, I guess, control the board. Because then you can make it so you can attack into it with another character. Or even Elsa herself. Interesting. It's a pretty cool card. Alright, I think here... I was talking about inking the Simba, but I think we actually inked the Stitch here. And now we go Cusco. We're going to grab 3 more lore. That's going to put us at 12. And next turn, we can go up to 18 currently. Now, I assume Bilal is going to attack into my board here. If I had to guess, maybe the Lilo. Stop me from getting 2 more lore. Ursula's Cauldron is a pretty cool card. Definitely can help building some consistency. But it's better to see it early. So you look at the top 2 cards, and you can put one at the top of your deck and the other at the bottom. So it just helps it so you can improve a little bit your chances of drawing the card next turn that you need. And then it can be used in combo with cards like Maleficent, where when you play the character, you get to draw a card. So you look with the Ursula's Cauldron, and then you play the Maleficent. Good play there, Bilal. That is a solid combo, and now my opponent's building up some solid hand advantage there. What's nice about the Cusco is he has the ability to ward, so opponents can't choose this character except to challenge. So normally, this freeze ability would be really good for dealing with a card like Cusco, but not gonna happen because of ward. So here, I don't need to ink anything. I can keep some cards in my hand for future turns. I'm just going to play another Cusco, which I think is then gonna seal the game up for me, because there's no way that Bilal can remove enough cards. He'd have to remove all of these cards, including the Cusco, which I guess he can do with the Be Prepared, but he needs 7 ink to do that, and he's only going to have 6 ink. So I think that's going to be GG again on this one. I'm excited. This Friday, I will be doing the Dragon Ball Trivia Tournament of Knowledge Showdown. Pokeballer Mike, PokeSurge, Old Time Poke, and Just Josh and Coco PC. And the winner is going to receive a hit, or not a hit, is going to receive a Critical Blow Dragon Ball Super booster box, which is the new set that's coming out this Friday. We've already opened up 2 boxes on the channel. No secret rares in either of the boxes that I opened up, and this third one is from the same case, so it's got an extra chance for a secret rare, or potentially even a god rare. And then I need to also update my eBay page as well, because I want to be adding, since I think I'm going to be settling in on, at least for sure, the amber cards, and probably green. I want to try and move some of my ruby and my amethyst cards and stuff that I know I'm unlikely to be playing those decks. So we're going to use the ability of the Cusco there. We get to banish the card that banished it, which is just a really, really strong ability. One of the reasons why I really like green is they've got a lot of effects that punish your player for your opponent for challenging. And when you're trying to just quest and gain a bunch of lore, that's really good. So now we're gonna go. Actually, you know what? We'll do it with a Lilo. Lilo's gonna get us the dub. GG's there, Bilal. Another solid game, well played. GG, tough game, haha. Yeah, this deck's pretty solid. It gains a lot of lore really, really fast, and so it forces your opponent to really have to commit a lot of resources to stopping you. And if they don't, it could just get too far behind. Will all the trivia questions be Dragon Ball related? Yes, Mythical Kate. It'll be all Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and movies. So I want to keep it themed around the stuff that we're giving away. Energy power. This is Dax Grass Master. Yes, the green energy power. It's coming through. All right, I think I'm going to do a ladder match on this one. I'm going to do a random match make. See if we can... I want to play against... I want to see some different types of decks in the meta. So I want to see what other people right now are playing. So here, I like the Lilo. I'm going to get rid of the Hades. I'm going to get rid of the Just in Time, even though I like the card. So I've got a 1, I've got a 2, I've got a 3, I've got a 4. I'll take that. Mad Hatter's a pretty good card as well. Alright, so my opponent's going to start off by inking an Ariel. Ariel is really good. Ooh, they're dropping the Stitch early. That's pretty good as well. That's pretty good. I do love me some Flynn Rider, but I've got 2 Flynn Rider here. So I'm going to ink 1, and I'm going to play a Lilo. I wish I had a Simba here to protect me against the Stitch. My opponent is inking a Hans. And they are playing a Flynn Rider. Solid, and they're going to quest for 1. Alright, we got a Genie there, which is actually a little bit unfortunate. Doesn't really help me there. I'm going to ink the Stitch, just because I don't have another of the Stitch, and I'll play a Flynn Rider myself. Even though this kind of sucks to do, I'm going to quest with the Lilo. I'm hoping my opponent does not play a Cheshire Cat this turn. We're going to ink. And let's see... Oh, interesting. An Ariel. Oh, and then they're going to grab a song. Potentially. Let's see if they're able to. So they look at the top 4 and they get to add a song. So they didn't find a song. So that helps me a little bit, actually. Ooh. I do like the Hans, but I think the Rapunzel is going to be better. This is one scenario where I do like the Mickey Mouse over the Cheshire Cat is dealing with the Stitch. because they can attack into the Cheshire Cat for free. But hopefully we can try and find a way to punish that. Oh, they can't even attack into the Cheshire Cat. He's going to be able to attack into the Flynn Rider. Oh, but will he attack into the Flynn Rider? All right, so he's inking a card, or they're inking a card. I shouldn't assume genders. They're playing a Hans now. All right, that's a solid ink for play. Looks like they're probably, oh, they're discarding a card to swing into the Flynn Rider. Interesting. Ooh. That is a little tricky for me. I'm not gonna lie. We have more cards in our hands. We're gonna have more plays further down the line, but my opponent's got a great board, and I do not. This is where I probably would have rather had the Hans. And I'm running a little bit low on inkable cards, so there's where I wish I could have healed something. I can't, alas, but still. Alright, let's see. What is my opponent going to do here? They're going to ink. They really... Oh, and they can play Mad Hatter. Alright, I think my opponent got this one, but we'll try and fight it out. That's... They had a really strong play every turn on curve. They probably could have had better ones. Oh, that's going to be tough. Shoot. We needed another... Oh man, yeah, we needed another inkable card. Drawing 3 non-inkable cards in a row also hurt us this game. This feels bad. Yeah, my opponent won. Yep. Nothing we can do because I only have 1 attack and I can't. This is where I probably should have had stuff like the Hans can trade a little bit better. Stuff like the Mickey Mouse can trade a little bit better. So this is one of the downsides of going so much into just questing of the lore. I don't have the ability to challenge my opponent's board back. So if they have a hotter start, I can fall behind. I think I just... pass. My opponent's gonna just quest with everything and take the dub. Wow, that's a really good board though. I didn't remove anything from their board. GG, GG. Jedi Master Squirtle says, I've been priming miniatures throughout the day, getting the second channel ready for Star Wars only content, then going to film the Commander Cody Lego helmet for the first video on the channel. Yo, that sounds awesome, Jedi. Going to do the Shatterpoint and Chill and Legion and Chill streams on there too. Yo, it sounds like a lot of fun. It's gonna look so odd to see Star Wars characters next to actual Disney created stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing actually them adding Star Wars into this game for sure. I gotta go take care of Albino Manatee. Yo, appreciate the Pokégon. Hope that you have a great rest of your day and thanks for stopping by. I think I'm probably gonna play one more game because I got some work I gotta do tonight as well and I wanna grab some dinner. But I wanted to show off the game to everyone. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. We've got 2 Lilos here, which is good. I don't think I need more than that. I really I wanna get the Stitch Rockstar out. It's on my fault. It's my fault, really, for it not getting played, but let's see if we can get a Stitch here. I might just even though the Rapunzel's really good, I haven't been able to use the Rapunzel to its maximum effectiveness either. No Stitch. Okay, we'll get a Stitch. All right, I'm gonna start off by inking a Cheshire Cat. I'm curious if anyone's watching the replay of this, or just watching even right now. And you're playing the Lorcana trading card game, and you're playing an aggro deck. Do you prefer to go first, or do you do you prefer to go first, or do you prefer to go second? So I got tongue-tied there. Oh, Steel's really good. Steel's really good against my deck. So this one could be rough, and I don't have a Simba. This game could be this one could be a rough one. Do I even quest with Lilo? I think I do. I gotta take my lore while I can. I think this is gonna be a tough game. Let's see. I think the Captain Hook just trades into the Lilo there, and then we'll be remaining on the board. Opponent's gonna ink. Let's see if they could even potentially just fire the cannon and get rid of my Lilo. Although I don't think that it would be an optimal play for them. Oh, they play a Sitch. Ooh, the Amber Steel combo is really good. I'm a little worried. Okay. That's gonna help. I'll do a Cheshire Cat. And we will, just in time, a Mad Hatter. So I think that's gonna help us. Opponent's got a 1, and a 1, 3 1s, but I've got a 5 out on the board. Now, they're going to be able to gain 3 lore, but I can also gain 3 lore. And if they're going to challenge this card, then I get to draw a card. They have a bunch of low cost now. They can challenge with the Captain Hook. They could do a combo and take it out, actually. That's a little annoying. And Lantern's going to let them pay 1 less for a character next turn. That's cheeky. They're inking a Simba. Alright. No Stitch here, so we gotta ink the Rockstar. Don't have anything to heal. I haven't been able to use... I should have before healed the Simba that one scenario. I could have. That would have been cool. Yo, thank you to whoever just subscribed. Yo, it was hard. No, it was a Harl's 420 dropping a flexing for the... Yo, Harl's 420, thank you for flexing 7 months for the Manatee Nation. Achievement unlocked 7 months of Manatee Nation. Yo, appreciate that, Harl's 420. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Harl's 420. Appreciate you. And hope that you're having an awesome day. Thanks for being a member of the Manatee Nation for 7 months. Crazy lunatic. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh no, another card game to try and learn, says Navy Dr. Doom. Yo, how you doing, Navy Dr. Doom? This is a pretty fun card game. I recommend it. I've been enjoying it, and it's pretty simple to learn as well. So I think the Mad Hatter actually might be bugged because I feel like I should have just drawn a card. Oh no, wait. I see. Direct damage was dealt, and then another card challenged into it, so I only drew one. Never mind. My bad. All right, I'm gonna ink LeFou the Bumbler. I'm going to play another Mad Hatter. And then we will quest with Rapunzel. And I think that's going to make Rapunzel a target here. They attack into Rapunzel. I'm going to heal Rapunzel next turn. So I hope that happens. Attack my Rapunzel. Do it. Do it. Just got home from camping. Haha. Yo, Harl's 420. Yo, that's awesome. How was the camping trip? Okay, I got Pixelborn. Still have to download the images. We'll do it later and just watch you all play for now. Yo, Mythical Kate. Hope it goes well, and hope you enjoy. I think this is going to be my last game for tonight, but I'm down to play another night for sure. I'm down to play more on the channel. Alright, so our Rapunzel did get knocked out there, which makes me a little bit sad. But we play a Cusco! No touchy, no touchy! We're going to grab 3 more lore here. I'm going to pass. Now my opponent's just in a scenario where they're just top decking. So even though they're going to be able to play something for 2 less cheap, it don't really matter. Because they're only going to be able to play 1 card a turn. Unless they get something like a Whole New World, which is a steel card that they could potentially get. Oh, so they're going to shift out the Stitch Rockstar. Alright, so my opponent gets to use the Stitch Rockstar. It's kind of cheeky. We're going to play another Cusco, though. That's even cheekier. And we're going to quest with the Mad Hatter. And we're going to quest with the Cusco. And I think that's going to cinch up the game. because my opponent could not remove any of my characters, and I'll be able to quest for a bunch of lore next turn. Oh, wait, they did. Okay, they used Grab Your Sword. It is like the one card I think that actually could have helped them in this scenario, but then they just quested for lore. Okay, yeah, and then they conceded. GG, GG. Camping was good. Lots of dog walks, haha, says Harold420. Yo, that's awesome. What kind of dog do you have? Pubosaurus Rex is ghastly, dropping the love. I seriously hope they flesh out the remaining Disney characters and Pixar characters before turning to Marvel and Star Wars. Just my opinion, says Jedi Master Squirtle. Which ones in particular would you want? Personally, I want the Star Wars as soon as possible because I want to make a Lilo and Stitch in Star Wars deck. I think that would be really fun. Just playing Baldur's Gate 3 with some friends. Yo, Navy Dr. Doom, that's awesome. I've been loving playing Baldur's Gate 3 as well. We're towards the end of Act 1 right now in a campaign that I've been doing with Swift Chancellor and Wild Bill. I think I'm going to take a look. Let's see who is currently live right now that we could send a redirect over to. Oh, let's do Vision. Let's do Vision. I think it's been a long time since I've rated Vision Games Pokemon, so I will be back this Friday. Dragon Ball Tournament of Knowledge, Pokeballer Mike, Old Time Poke, Pokesurge, Just Josh and Coco PC, Lord Josh. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. Awesome. I hope that you all can make it. It's going to be a ton of fun. 7 p.m. Eastern Time start this Friday. It's a little bit later than we usually start, but I think it's going to be worth it. Should last about an hour and a half. It's going to be a lot of fun. So appreciate you all. Maybe we could even pull a God Rare or a Secret Rare for the winner of the tournament. My dog is a Chihuahua Wiener Dog and half Blue Healer. Yo, that's awesome. That's a fun mix. Yo, Anthony, how you doing? That sounds fun. Stitch Wars deck. Yes, exactly, Anthony. We just cleared out the Gith Camp Racist Lizards. Yeah, the Gith, the Gith are a little feisty for sure. All right, that's going to be it, everyone, for today's stream. Peace out, and I will see you all Friday. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night.